Hello students. In the previous class we already completed the two parts of the sexual reproduction or human reproduction, that is the formation of the male and the female gamete. Clear? Now male and the female sexual reproduction we already completed. Now in the third part, with the third thing that we are going to start in this chapter is gametogenesis. Now let me clear you first what is gametogenesis. Gametogenesis means there are the sex cells in the body. Clear? So from the primary sex cells, the formation of the male and the female gamete, means the sperm and the ovum, is called gametogenesis. Understood? Means when the immature germ cells, and you can say the immature germ cell present in the primary sex organs, that is the male and the female gametes, are being formed by the process is called gametogenesis. Now first let me clear you that in gametogenesis we are going to study two things: spermatogenesis and oogenesis. The first thing is spermatogenesis. Spermatogenesis means the formation of the sperms, or we can say the process of the formation of the sperms from the testes is called spermatogenesis, and the formation of egg is called oogenesis. Now the first we are starting here, that is spermatogenesis. Now spermatogenesis is the step-by-step process. Let me clear you. Before clearing this, let me go through this diagram first. You can see this diagram. Clear? It is a diagram that is showing the seminiferous tubule. It is one seminiferous tubule, and here it is the base of the testes, means the wall of the testes, and on the wall of the testes you can see here these are the cells. These are the immature germ cells, that is called spermatogonium. Clear? Now this spermatogonium will undergo the mitotic division. Is it clear? This spermatogonium will undergo the mitotic division and will divide mitotically and will increase in number. Understood? And increasing number they form the cells that is called primary spermatocyte. Now these primary spermatocytes will undergo the mitotic division. Clear? And after undergoing the mitotic division, they will form the secondary spermatocytes. Understood? These are all the haploid cells, means having the 23 number of the chromosomes. Now these secondary spermatocytes will be forming the sperms and spermatids, in which the sperms will be formed. Now from the spermatids the sperms will be formed. The sperms are being, head of the sperms are being embedded in the Sertoli cells. These are the Sertoli cells that is providing nutrition to the sperms. Okay. Now this spermatids will be transferred into the sperms, means the sperms will be released out from the process. Clear? Let me clear you with the flow chart. First of all, we were having the first thing that we were having, that was the immature germ cells, that is spermatogonia. The spermatogonia will go the mitotic division, and after doing the mitotic division they will form the primary spermatocytes, each will having the 46 number of the chromosomes. Now these primary spermatocytes will undergo the meiotic division. It is the first meiotic division. After doing the first meiotic division, the secondary spermatocytes are formed. Understood? They will having the half the chromosome number in comparison to the primary spermatocytes, means 23 number of the chromosomes. Now these secondary spermatocytes undergo the second meiotic division and form spermatids. Spermatids are the haploid cells. Understood? After this spermatids, the sperms will be formed, and the formation of the sperms from the spermatids is called spermiogenesis. Is it clear? Now these sperms head are being embedded in the Sertoli cells. Clear? These Sertoli cells are providing the nutrition to the sperms. Now these sperms are being released out from the these sperms are being released from the seminiferous tubule finally. Clear? Now in all we had discussed here the two processes, spermiogenesis and spermiation. Spermiogenesis means the formation of the sperms from the spermatids, and spermiation means the release of the sperms from the seminiferous tubules. Understood? This is all about gametogenesis. Now the one more important thing that the hormones are being related to the process of this spermatogenesis. There the three hormones are being related for the spermatogenesis. The first one is gonadotropin hormone. These hormones are being secreted by the hypothalamus of the brain, and the main function of it is to when the person is getting the puberty, then they start formation of the stimulating the other hormones. Now the next is the follicle stimulating hormone. It acts on the Sertoli cells. Its function is to act on the Sertoli cells, and its function is to secrete the factors that led to the formation of the spermatogenesis. The second hormone, that is luteinizing hormones. Luteinizing hormones acts on Leydig cells. We discussed in the sexual reproduction of the male, Leydig cells. These Leydig cells, the function of the stimulating hormone is to stimulate the synthesis and the secretions of the hormone, that is androgens. Understood? Now finally we had get the male gamete, that is called the sperms. It is the structure of our sperm. Sperm is being divided into three parts: head, neck and tail part. Head part, it is containing the number of the haploid nucleus, and it is also having the acrosome. Acrosome is having the enzyme lysozyme, which helps to rupture the egg at the time of fertilization. Understood? Now all the it is the animal cell, so it is being covered with the plasma membrane. The complete sperm is being covered with the plasma membrane. Is it clear? In the middle piece we are having the number of the mitochondria, which provide the energy to the movement of the sperms, and finally the tail, it acts like the flagella to move the sperms from one place to another. This is all about today's class. Next we'll discuss in other class. Thank you.